Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the...
And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners.
Ah, he's given it away! Oh, they could break here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That's very neat. Chance! It's a goal! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do.
Rice, he's through on goal here. Takes a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's cut it out.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space.
Oh, they could be caught out here. It's Zico! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Trossard clears. And now they can spring out of defence. Pepe gets over and intercepts. And that's been won straight back. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Marino. Zico. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's a pretty loose pass. Merino does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And he cuts out the supply. Pepe. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Trossard. Zico. That's a nicely shaped ball. And the keeper's given it away. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of slot.
Decent chance! And there's a goal! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Arsenal visibly comfortable, now up by 3. He's had it taken off him.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Marino. That has been slung wide. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Calafiori. Now it's Marino. Can he get on the end of this? Calafiori. Roberto Carlos. That's a little off target. And here's Madueke. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now there's a fine ball. There's the shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Ronaldo chasing after it.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's Marino.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Calafiori. And here's Marino. Zico. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get it through? Space for him to turn and look. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
During the match.
Arsenal up by 3 after a terrific 45 minutes. Even in a game like this, you would think that should be enough. That gets us going once more. Zico. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now, can they get him away? Calafiori, who does have an assist to his name. Zubimendi. This looks promising. Trossard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ukraine have their second corner now. Seedorf! And for sure, that was not one of his best. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. That is good alertness. And it's played forward. And that has been cleared. Saliba. So what can they make of this? And that has left him in a heap. Madueke has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Trossard. And it's Marino. That's a lovely, neat pass. Araujo gets a foot in and wins the ball. Zico. No, he's not getting his way this time. Zico really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Great vision. Calafiori picks it up out wide. Now it's Trossard. He is through here. Backward it goes. Ødegaard. That has not gone well.
Substitution for Ukraine, number 7.
So we have movement on
Cristiano
both
Ronaldo.
benches.
Number 8, Zico. Coming on the field, number 19,
Eze.
Eto'o. Number 11, Pele.
It's Timber.
Substitution.
Arsenal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Bergkamp. He's a sharp little ball here. White. The ball goes in. Nice interception, well timed. Figo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vieira. And he's worked it through. And it's Bergkamp. Looking to play him in. Cleared without hesitation. Seedorf. And that is a little undercooked. Eze. Saka. And he shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Threads one in. That's been slipped through. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Ukraine clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, what has happened here? It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That's a throw. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, well measured. Shot goal! Sensational from Eto! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what...
Big chance! Corner number 3 coming up. Bergkamp. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. And he's intervened well there. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.